Alrighty, welcome back everyone to our Red Dead Redemption 2 Every Horse series. This is the Dapple Bay Tennessee Walker. This is actually the last of the kind of generic coats of the Tennessee Walker. The next one that we have after this one is the coat that costs gold. Really quickly, I actually am going to put my editing skills here to the test because I'm actually going to insert a clip after this introduction of kind of a experience I had with this horse that just kind of left me super frustrated and laughing, and so I think that's going to kind of influence my review of this horse. But before we get into that, let me quickly go over the stats again. So the Tennessee Walkers have a base stats of 3 health, 3 stamina, 2 speed, and 2 acceleration. And at max bonding, it is 6 health, 6 stamina, 5 speed, and 4 acceleration. Like I mentioned in the previous video, though, as you notice, I said that at max bonding, they should have 5 speed and 4 acceleration. I don't know if it's due to the stirrups or the saddle, but as you can see in the statistics there, it has 5 speed and 5 acceleration. That very well could be because of the saddle or stirrups. I'm not 100% sure. So before I get any more into kind of the specifics of this horse, my thoughts and opinions on the way it looks and all those things, let me just go ahead and share that clip, and I'll hopefully be able to do a little voiceover while the clip goes. All right, so I was on this bounty, and when I'm on bounties, I'm kind of goofing off, taking my time. And as you can see, when this wheel goes away, you can notice that the time is pretty low. So I've only got about 2 minutes left. I begin to lasso him. There's a few guys left. Take a shot at him, and then I think it's after I'm done looting him, I look up and I finally realize how little time I have left, and so I start to spam whistle, as you can hear. I can see that my horse is over off the mini map over there, and I don't know why he's not coming. Or I think it's actually a she, but don't know why it's not coming. Couldn't figure it out. It was super frustrating. I knew time was running down, and if you're familiar with the area that I'm in, I am super far away from any sort of sheriff's office, but there is a bounty wagon that it wants me to deliver it to, but even that is far away, and I'm going to be cutting it for time. I thought that he was going to be trapped in a little hole. I come over here, and she is just grazing on some grass. What won't let me get on the horse, so I'm spamming. I end up punching it. It just kind of reacts, and then it like knocks me off. I'm finally able to get back on, and I launched myself. But if you notice, when something like that normally happens, like your horse falls over too, the bounty falls off, but that time it was just me flying off. But yeah, super frustrating. All right, so as you saw, super frustrating moment with the this specific Tennessee Walker. It would not come no matter how many times I called it, and I figured that it was potentially just stuck in a little crack or something, and that's why it wasn't coming. But of course, it was just standing there like eating grass, and so it was just super frustrating for me. All right, so for this horse specifically, this is horrible, but I actually do not remember what I named this one. Did I not name it? Oh, I named it Belle. Okay. I was like, oh shoot, did I not name it? I named it Belle. This coat is one that I am so torn on. Just a few minutes before I started this video, it was lightly raining here in like the Tumbleweed Armadillo area, and it made the horse look like a little bit damp, and I thought it looked incredible. But then there's other moments where it gets dirty, or just in certain environments where I don't totally love it. I do feel like I tried to put together as best as I could an outfit and whatever to kind of match the way this horse looks. I did actually, for a little bit, I toyed with using a brown mane and tail, and I thought it looked decent, but I eventually decided on keeping it as black. So I am super excited. I feel bad saying that, but I am pretty excited to be done with not only just the Tennessee Walkers, but actually just all the riding horses in general. I'm ready to move on to something else. I do have, that other Tennessee Walker left that costs gold, but I'm not really considering that one of the generic riding horses because it does have slightly better statistics than the other Tennessee Walkers. So I know that it'll feel a little bit different, and so I'm actually relatively excited for that one. But the riding horses were quite the grind, and so I'm excited to be done with them. The only thing that I anticipate will be another really difficult grind is when I get to the roll horses, because there's 2 identical horses for like each of the ranks of the different rolls. So not totally excited about that, but we'll get there when we get there. Similarly to the other Tennessee Walkers, this horse does decent in combat. It's not a hindrance at all when in combat against NPCs. I do want to specify that because I actually got on late last night to continue preparing for this video, continue to ride the horse to test it out. And I actually, where I spawned down in Thieves Landing, and I spawned right in the middle of somebody trying to do a delivery of some kind. I believe it must have been for their trader role, but I was just in the middle of 2 posses going at it, and I took everything I had to just be able to get out of there. And I did notice, and I know that it's probably the case with every horse, but it seemed like if this horse got shot by anything, it was gonna go down. So that was a little bit frustrating because I had to just eventually let it die, and I just had to run away to get out of there. So it's not a hindrance when it comes to fighting with NPCs during a bounty or bootlegger mission for Moonshine, any of the story missions, whatever it might be. Anything that you're doing against NPCs, it's going to do just fine. Against other players, it does have slightly less horses as something compared to like a Breton or one of the higher level Mustangs or something like that, another bulky high health horse. This horse also didn't do that great with predators. I did notice that it struggled when it came to encountering predators. As you saw just a few minutes ago on that trail, we kind of went past a snake and it got a little bit spooked. That's expected with any horse, but it just seems a little bit more than some of the other horses that I've done, and particularly some of the other horses that I've ridden on Red Dead Online, not including the ones that I've done for the videos, but I just noticed that the Tennessee Walkers spook a little bit easier than some of the other horses. But I'm actually just riding over here to Tumbleweed to go to the stable because my plan is to just, like with every video, just trade this horse in, swap it for the next one, and get working on the next video. But I want to keep this one short because I gotta get to editing that voiceover and that clip that I found frustrating. But thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every comment I get on the videos. I am, obviously a small YouTube channel, but I find joy not only in just playing Red Dead, but it's just fun to make videos. It's kind of fulfilling to post a video, even if it only gets, a couple dozen likes. It's awesome to see that, somewhere in the world there's people watching my videos. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said in the previous video, I will hopefully continue to be on a 1 video a week schedule. And when I get a little bit more time during the week between school and taking care of our baby, I'll hopefully be able to continue the story as well, because that's something that I've wanted to finish. I know what happens at the end of the story, but I've done my best to watch any videos that contain spoilers. So yeah, like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.